Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Markey, and I'm doing a podcast where I interview business owners here in the city of Grand Blanc. Today we have none other than Cinnamom herself. I'd like to thank her for taking time off her busy schedule to come on this podcast. And today we're going to start off with some interesting questions just in from Grand Blanc Residents Uncensored page. So Cinnamom, your favorite on there. So Courtney, I don't know if she's familiar with your store because she asks, what is a Cinnamom?
It's funny because that is one of the most popular Google search words. When people Google our business, they'll say Cinnamom or cinnamon, and they get them mixed up because they're so close. But I guess a Cinnamom is somebody who was raised loving cinnamon rolls. My mom made them. She's 87 years old, and she made them our whole childhood, and she became quite well known with her cinnamon rolls. So we love cinnamon. It came from my mom, and I'm a mom, and I guess I could say that's my favorite thing about life is being a mom and a grandma.
So Cinnamom is from your mom, actually. So the recipe's from your
Yes.
mom.
Yep. It's actually third generation now that are working or helping with the business. So yes, and she started us out with the old-fashioned traditional glaze, and then since then, after I retired from nursing, that was I took it and just decided, hey, let's make a lot of choices, and it kind of went crazy from there. We have, I think, 75 different varieties, but we usually just say over 50 varieties.
75 varieties.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're the first person to put a storefront behind the name Cinnamom.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So,
Yeah. So back in 2013, wow.
10 years ago.
Yes. We started, actually, we got the idea right when I retired from nursing. And we were strolling down the boardwalk in actually Hollywood Beach, Florida. We were on vacation. And I got the idea about how neat it would be to have a little shop with, instead of the ice creams where you can like choose any topping, and you know how they weigh it. And,
Oh, yeah.
or back then, the cupcakes, they would have all different toppings. And I just got to thinking, nobody's ever done that with cinnamon rolls.
Sure.
And it's like, yeah, I don't need to tell you how much I love cinnamon rolls. I have them on a daily basis.
Oh, so you actually eat your product?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and my kids still come in and get cinnamon rolls, and because they used to only get them more during the holidays and special occasions. And, it was just a huge thing in our family. So, yeah, we still eat them. And so we started out with a storefront, and right away we did, there was so much. I would say within a couple of months of being home from that Florida trip, we were open.
Oh, wow.
With
So
a
you got right to it.
Brick and mortar. We had a drive-up window, just 600 square feet.
And where was this first location at?
Right on M24. Don't ask me the intersection. It's 10 years.
In what
there.
city?
Lapeer.
Oh, Lapeer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more familiar with, obviously, the Grand Blanc
Yeah.
location.
I grew up in Grand Blanc, but my husband, Craig, he's out, Columbiaville, Lapeer area. That's where he's from.
Gotcha. So when did you move over to Grand Blanc?
So we moved back to Grand Blanc in 2015. And we actually found the plaza there on Perry, and it was open for lease, a spot there. And then we found a house right there. So we thought, okay, this is going to work. And then we were there for 5 years until the plaza was bought by some other owners, and they turned it into different business.
And then, so what year was that when you moved over to your current location?
Okay, our current location at the corner of Maple and Saginaw, we opened in July, a year ago.
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah, I think it was July 18th. Yep. So it's only been 1 year, and we had to do a lot of work to get that building going. It was a restaurant, so it was all one big restaurant, and we divided it into. We have like a small walk-in bakery with coffee shop. Now we have all the espresso drinks, and we have a shipping area on one side of the building, and we have the manufacturing facility on the other side. So we're actually considered a manufacturer shipping fulfillment center, so.
Okay.
But we love our locals. We're not gonna walk away from having a walk-in, because that's where you actually meet your customers, you get feedback, and a lot of the joy of the business comes from meeting with people.
Yeah,
So.
I've seen the kids come in and
Oh yeah.
such. So you said about espresso, which brings me to my next question. Karen asks, what other products do you have? And what I would like to add on to this is what products you have coming in the near future.
Okay. So we have, of course, the 3/4 pound jumbo cinnamon rolls, which we're most known for. And then we also have minis. We call them minis, but they're actually more the size of a lot of the cinnamon rolls that are on the market that are around 6 ounces. Our minis are the same as those. But we have them individually. We also have them in 12 packs. And then what else we have? We have Cinna Swirls. Mm-hmm. They are, we call them our Cinnamazing cinnamon roll cookies. And those are a soft sugar cookie. So it's like the perfect marriage of a cinnamon roll and a soft sugar cookie.
Yeah, and I can say I've had these, and I drink them with milk. And I think they're perfect, warmed up and everything. So they're one of my favorites.
Yeah. So one unnamed family member has jumped into liking the Cinna Swirls better than the cinnamon rolls, but I like both of them, but you're never going to get me to quit eating my breads. I love that dense cinnamon roll bread. But the cookies are it's got a lot of real butter in it and real vanilla. And, of course, you've had them.
Yeah, they're very soft.
Yeah, they have the cinnamon roll, ooey gooey. We also have the snickerdoodles, which is a very similar profile. Mm-hmm. So maybe a little bit less of the cinnamon in it, but it's the same cookie. So if you want more cookie and less cinnamon, that one would be a good one. We have Cinnaroons, which are just kind of like macaroons, but we use the snickerdoodle cookies, and they've got that cream cheese buttercream frosting.
I've seen those, and I've wanted to try those. I've seen those. Okay. Those look very good.
So I know you like frosting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can't believe you haven't tried those. Because
I just can't get away from the cinnamon. There's so many cinnamon rolls to try.
Well, our general manager, Melissa, she does such a wonderful job, but she loves the frosting. So we actually bicker back and forth in good humor, because I'm like into the dough and she's into the frosting, mm-hmm. And she likes those. What are we talking about? Oh, the Cinnaroons.
Macaroons, yeah, Cinnaroons.
The Cinnaroons, yeah. She likes those, and the more frosting that are sandwiched in between it, the happier she is.
So she likes more frosting than cookie.
Oh, yeah. She once had some of the cream cheese frosting. I mean, maple cream is her favorite mm-hmm. right now, but she actually has it in a cup, and she had a birthday candle in it, and that was her cake.
Is that why she works there, just to get the discount and free?
I'm going to tease her about that. But we also have the Cinnabits, and people that are really into the frosting. The Cinnabits are layered with frosting. I don't know if I forgot anything else. We have the seasonal. We have tea rings and monkey bread. The tea rings are you have the long roll of cinnamon roll, and you cut it into, but instead of individually baking them, you just wrap it around and make it into a tea ring. So it slices into 12 different slices. And those are really good for breakfast, like seasonal, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever. And you can decorate it like a wreath, but they make a good center of the table, like decorative cinnamon roll kind of treat. And monkey bread, we all know what that is.
Yeah.
Ooey gooey.
Yeah, for sure. And then I know you started out with Cinnadad's custard. Is that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So the Cinnadad's custard, right now, I'm actually taking a break from the cinnamon rolls this week because I'm having so much custard.
Okay,
Because
so you get
I
everything.
have to, yeah, I have to be equal. And
Sure.
so the custard is to die for. It is just, I'm a custard connoisseur. So whenever we travel the country going, like on vacation and everything, I've been known for driving half hour out of the way to find a good custard shop. And I do like a little taste test, and I'm pretty radical about my custard. So when my mom, when she said, Rebecca, you need to add custard, that's the other thing that we all really love. I said, no, I'm not going to, but I did. And so thank you, Mom. We are all eating custard every single day. So it's a
And it
soft.
doesn't. You can't tell that you've been eating. You can't tell you're an owner of a cinnamon roll shop. So
You're actually my best friend today because you told me that. But anyway, yeah, it's soft serve, smooth, and it's a very rich, smooth vanilla. And you can get it with up to 4 toppings for one price. And then you can also get it by the cone.
okay.
So
Can you tell, just for the people who don't really know the difference between ice cream and custard, what should make people come to get custard instead of ice cream?
there's no comparison. Don't take my word for it. But the soft serve custard, it has to have at least 20% butter fat to be. So your normal soft serve, it's a little bit more icy. I'm not saying it's not good, but it would be like a thinner, and it's puffed up with air, so
Sure.
it's good. But custard has more of that butter fat, eggs, and so it's denser. And I guess you just have to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take her word for it. Just come and try it for yourself.
Yeah.
And then, do you have any new products coming up in the near future?
Oh, yes. I brought one with me. So this product, do you want me to hold it up?
Yeah, you can hold it up, and we'll do some panos of
Okay. All right. So this is our round pan, and it will be available. Actually, it just started being available yesterday, and we came out with that, and really it was because of the economy, trying to do something to help the customers who want Cinnamom, and maybe they want to save money and have a smaller portion at one time. So these round pans will be specific ones that you can grab and go. So like if you're taking something to a business or taking it as a gift or
Thanksgiving parties.
Yeah, so we're actually going to have seasonal ribbons on it, and it compares a little bit to the Christmas tree pans that we sell and the heart-shaped pans at Valentine's Day.
Gotcha.
Very similar, but being round, we can use it for, it's a home style any occasion. It has 7 cinnamon rolls, so it's still over 2 pounds instead of being, it's about 2.5 pounds instead of 4.5 pounds, but it's a less expensive price point, and hopefully it will give just another option for people to enjoy.
Yeah, so I mean, there's plenty of options. There's cinnamon rolls, mini cinnamon rolls, the seasonal cinnamon rolls, Cinnaswirl cookies, what are they called?
Snickerdoodles.
Snickerdoodles, and then coffee and beverages. So
yeah, the espresso drinks, the smoothies,
and custard. So there's plenty to choose from for any desserts or coffees. Speaking of all these crazy products, Joe asks in the Grand Blanc Residence Uncensored page, when are you going to partner up with Enzo's Pizza to create a dessert cinnamon roll pizza?
Well, I guess we need to talk.
Yeah, I have his number. I can send it to you. We should make that happen.
Yeah, we could.
I'm sure if you guys made that, I'm pretty sure the Residence Uncensored page would blow up. So
yeah, we're always open to new varieties of cinnamon rolls. Who knows? Maybe at Enzo's Pizza, pepperoni and cheese on a cinnamon roll. I know some of the ones that sound so different to me, like the maple bacon.
Mm-hmm.
One like that's not for me, but you have people that's their favorite.
Right.
They'll fight you for it. It's just different taste.
Yes, you can do a savory and a sweet option. So we'll have to text Enzo's and see if they want to go through with that.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's just go on to some other questions where we find out a little bit more about your business. So you already told us about the name and the store. And you already told us about Cinnadad's custard. And your best sellers are cinnamon rolls, is that correct? The cinnamon
Yes.
rolls? Gotcha.
And by far, the jumbo 3/4 pound cinnamon rolls are the best seller. Oh, I guess if you mean best seller, the classic buttercream, the traditional glaze that I was raised on before they ever heard of putting buttercream on a cinnamon roll, and the caramel pecan, and the signature cinnamon cream, which we created ourselves. And sometimes it's neck and neck with the classic buttercream now. So then after that, the sky's the limit. It depends on, the peanut butter cup is really, really popular, and the pecan caramel sticky bun is very popular. So, but a lot of people, they start with the popular classic buttercream, and then the next time they come in, they branch out, and then they branch out.
Right. So those are the best ones. Now, what would you say is the most underrated product, one that doesn't get enough attention but you think should be up there with those classics?
The most underrated one that I would like to have in the case, but I don't know how many people would buy it, is the plain unfrosted cinnamon roll with no frosting.
I believe you told me is your favorite one.
It is my favorite.
Okay.
You guys just don't know what you're missing until you have a nice, fresh plain. So you can taste everything.
No frosting, no buttercream.
No frosting, no buttercream.
Just
you can taste
cinnamon and bread.
The dough.
The dough.
The dense dough with the real butter. I don't know. I can't get away from the plain unfrosted. And that's what I eat.
So who would have thought Cinnamom's favorite cinnamon roll is plain, no frosting, no anything. So you actually brought us some, so let's try that. But while we're getting it set up, can you just I know you ship across the United States, but what is the furthest you've ever shipped? And just tell me a little bit more about the shipping process.
Okay, so I believe the furthest would be Afghanistan. I mean, we've shipped to Cuba, Alaska, Hawaii. I believe
Afghanistan?
Afghanistan, yes.
Like
Yep.
the Middle East?
Middle East. Yep.
Wow.
And it's usually people in the military. We just shipped an order yesterday.
Oh, was
Cuba.
it to U.S. troops over in Afghanistan?
Yeah, it was when it was actually. You know what? I'm not sure if it was somebody in the family for the Afghanistan one. We just shipped to Cuba yesterday. But it's to the bases, If it wasn't an American base, we wouldn't be able to ship that far. So
I had no clue. I thought you were going to say New York or California, but Alaska, Cuba, and Afghanistan, I had no clue.
So we ship everywhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. And then
if you ever need a driver to take it to Hawaii, I will ship it myself. So
we're actually getting ready. We'll be exporting to Canada pretty soon. They're the first place that we're going to start exporting because they're right across the border. It's
right, and the maple probably would do good up there. Maple bacon and because I don't know much about Canada, but maple syrup. So, but anyways, I don't want to talk. I just want to eat now. So let's just dig in.
Okay.
So I have, and we'll put some pictures up. I have the s'mores one. Now this looks absolutely amazing. I seen this on your Facebook page. Go follow that if you're not already. And I was like, man, this. So thank you for bringing me this one. This one just looks absolutely amazing. And then we have your favorite, which is the plain cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Now you're gonna need a fork. I won't need one.
Yeah. So you're saying I need a fork and you don't. So I don't know. Show us the process on how you eat a cinnamon roll. The Cinnamom way.
This is the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll. There's no other way. This is it. Okay.
So describe what you're doing.
Now,
Wow.
I'm not going to eat it right now. And honest the truth, the only reason I'm not going to is that I had a cup of custard right before I drove here.
Gotcha.
Okay. But you see all this dough, the dense dough, and all of the, it's warm, so it's actually,
It's falling right apart.
it's falling right apart. But all of the ooey gooey, so I would eat it, and I would just eat it like this.
Like a fruit roll up.
Like a fruit roll up, and I literally will break pieces off and eat it like this until it gets to the middle.
And you save that for last?
Oh, of course. Do you see how much cinnamon and sugar is in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start digging into my own now. But
Yeah, so it's we're all about a lot of cinnamon and sugar, and again that goes back to my family. Not only with cinnamon rolls, but they're very, very much into cinnamon. Before, if they didn't have cinnamon rolls, like to this day, they will put the cinnamon and sugar over the top of their custard, their ice cream. They put it on the top of their toast. So if anybody wonders why we have come up with a cinnamon roll that is just loaded with that ooey gooey in every bite, it's a personal thing. Like, yeah.
that's just how it is. So
Yeah,
I mean
and that's
that
what
looks
the customers like, because that's what sets it aside from, I mean, I would never put down other cinnamon rolls, but we all have, our things that we like, and
And you have
I
such
like
a good
every
variety.
bite. Yes, every bite.
from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
And it's important to you because it's your favorite. So
Yeah.
so what do you rank that out of 10?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
This right here? Oh, I mean, it's a 10.
At least a 10.
At least a 10 on steroids, yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try this real quick.
I mean, my eyes could roll when I pretty much don't want anybody watching me when I eat a cinnamon roll.
No, I totally understand that.
My
but-
dad used to, he would go over and hold over the sink and eat something that he really, really enjoyed. And we always knew he was hiding so nobody would watch. That's me with my cinnamon roll.
We can't get the video of Cinnamom trying her favorite cinnamon roll. All right, so this is s'mores. Can you tell me what's in this? Why?
Yeah,
try a bite?
so the s'mores, you've got, all of our cinnamon rolls are exactly the same inside. But so the s'mores has your classic buttercream cheese frosting, and then it's got your marshmallows. We actually use chocolate covered grahams, and then the chocolate sauce over the top. So yeah, it's pretty much loaded there.
Wow, this tastes like a summer night. I was just telling my grandma actually, I'm about to build her like a campfire because I realized I haven't had a lot of s'mores this summer. You bring me this, and this fulfilled the need. So I don't think I'm gonna build her that fire anymore.
See, it saved all that time. No, when the kids walk in and they look at the case, they're going to point to that one or the cookies and cream or the birthday cake. You can count on it. It's
All right.
one of those three.
So I've had a lot of them, and that one, 10 out of 10. So we had two
Awesome.
10 out of 10s today. So,
Good.
but I haven't had anything below a 10 out of 10 at your store. So
I know. We do see you there a lot. Don't think I don't know. You go through the drive-through.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the drive-through, tell us about that. So some people don't really like to get out and go to bakeries, but tell us about the convenience of your drive-through.
Actually, I'm glad you asked me that because it was something that I was excited about, getting the building on the corner so that we could add the drive-through. Our drive-through sign isn't big enough, and we're going to order another one. But right now, I think a lot of people are still not aware we have it. But we probably do about a third of our business is through the drive-through. So it makes it to where people in pajamas or whatever, people that are in a hurry on their way to work, and the employees take it really seriously. If somebody's in the drive-through, they're running, because they realize drive-through means in a hurry.
Yeah. Like
So.
people go to, Wendy's, McDonald's all the time. And I hate, especially after COVID, you really don't like to go in anywhere anymore.
No.
So you can just, if you have a sweet tooth and you don't want to walk in somewhere, Cinnamom is the perfect place to go.
Yeah, it's also good for the custard, the soft serve custard. People like going to the drive-through to get that. But speaking of COVID, COVID was a game changer for our business because people's habits changed so much to online. And, with the, you can like order for delivery from Cinnamom through DoorDash,
Today?
Grubhub, Uber Eats, so that the 3 different platforms. And then our shipping, it doubled during COVID.
Doubled.
So like totally doubled, and it just keeps going up. So I think a lot of people that were older like me, maybe people that didn't know how to use computers and didn't do it before, were forced to learn.
Yeah. And that opens your market.
Oh, and then, habits, once they're created.
And once you try one bite of a Cinnamom, you're hooked.
So the online website ordering, QVC, same thing. We ship from QVC. You actually can order our products on QVC all the time on their platform, but shipping has gone up. The Zulily, and then of course we have our Amazon site. Did you know we have an Amazon site?
I think you told me about it. So can you tell me all the places that you can get Cinnamom at?
Yes. So the Amazon site is still in its early stages, but a lot of people might not be aware that we have a trademark for Cinnamazing.
Cinnamom and Cinnamazing.
No, Cinnamazing.
Cinnamazing.
Cinnamom is not available. And we tried to get it, but the company, they're never going to let Cinnamom go. And it's something totally different than what we do. So we thought, hey, we're just going to go after Cinnamazing so we can have an Amazon store. And also we have people reaching out wanting to franchise.
Yeah.
And you want to have a trademark before then. So right now we are actually Cinnamazing Rolls by Cinnamom.
On Amazon?
Yes. So Cinnamom is the manufacturer, but our trademark is Cinnamazing.
Gotcha.
And it's got the same twirly cinnamon roll in the middle.
As in the logo?
Yeah.
Right.
So that is available. And then our website, cinnamombakery.com. And we have over 14,000 people that reorder on there. And then QVC, of course, Zulily. We're taking a break from Zulily right now, but one of my favorite places to sell on. And then what else have I forgotten? Oh, so
And you can obviously come in the store and get some.
Oh, yeah, in the Flint Farmers Market.
Flint Farmers Market, okay.
A lot of people find us at the Flint Farmers Market first because we've been there since 2015, I believe.
Okay, so not too long after you opened? About 2 years after?
Actually, 2014.
Okay, so the year after you opened.
Yeah, so a lot of people find us there, and we have an employee, Julian, who's just amazing. I think people come for the cinnamon rolls and to talk to Julian.
Sure.
No, I'm really thankful. When you have good employees, you just have to be thankful.
Absolutely.
So, did you want me to talk about any of the new things that we're on, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Talk about anything you'd like.
Okay. Because it's very recently, we went to the Fancy Food Show. It was the end of June, so it's the big food show in New York City. We kind of were pushed out of our comfort zone and had people like saying, you got to go there. So we did. And probably it was just overwhelming, the amount of, I guess, new business that's available. And we're still weeding through all of that. But so far, what's happened, the difference is that we're going into selling to retailers. So this is something new. It's a new thing for me. So I'm kind of learning as I go. But we'll be shipping pallets of frosted cinnamon rolls in the individual clamshell containers. So they're frosted, real pretty.
These ones here?
Yes. Yes. And so you're sending pallets, and they get to order, like, I want 100 s'mores and I want 500 classic buttercream or whatever, and we'll send them in mixed pallets. and they'll be delivered to different high-end. It's actually the high-end dessert bakeries in New York City and in different cities like that, where they might make a lot of their products, but they will get maybe their cheesecakes or their cinnamon rolls from other people that's what they do. And hotels, there's so many opportunities. We're going to be, and I think we've got 11 virtual stores now.
So you're expanding a lot.
Yes, California, focusing on Los Angeles area, and then New York, and then Michigan.
Yeah. So I guess if you're on vacation, you can get a cinnamon roll shipped to you anywhere, right? In the United States.
Yes.
So if you're a local from Grand Blanc and you have family out in New York, Florida, anywhere in the United States, you can send them this podcast. You can send them Cinnamom's Facebook page, and they can get that local bakery feeling, but anywhere in the United States.
Absolutely. So like in Los Angeles, we'll have 6 virtual stores, but it will be spread out. And so people will go to the apps like DoorDash and different apps, and Cinnamom will pop up, and they'll be able to get it delivered straight from the warehouse out there in Los Angeles.
Wow. So you can DoorDash. That's beyond me. And I'm I'm young, and I feel like I should know about this stuff, and I didn't even know this was the thing to do.
Jordan, no, that's why I'm not getting any sleep right now. And then we have the holidays coming up. So.
Yeah. So once again, I'd like to thank you for taking your time to be on this podcast, because I know you are busy with all these different streams of.
Oh no, who doesn't enjoy talking about their business, right?
Absolutely. Speaking of your business, what's the craziest thing that ever happened in your business?
Okay, Melissa's probably going to watch this, but I'm going to tell on her, our general manager. We were having a huge QVC ship out, and we were all working so hard because you never have enough employees during a ship out. And so we brought pizza in for everybody to hurry and eat and then go back to the shipping lines. And we look over, and she's sitting at the table, and she has fallen asleep with the pizza in front of her on the table.
Oh no!
And we have a picture. I'll share that with you.
All right, we'll put that up, but with her permission, maybe, or we'll throw it up anyways.
Oh, I already put it up. I put it up it's been years ago. I'll find it.
So I mean, that's good though. She's working hard, but
yeah,
but that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And speaking of crazy, so. Your busiest time, I know you said, is the holiday season. So are you excited for that coming up?
Yes, I'm wanting to get a lot of the new projects in line, because last year we ran out of product and I had to cancel orders, and that's the first time it ever happened. So it was hard, because I guess we didn't plan ahead enough. So it's always busier. We know it's going to be busier, but you have QVC Christmas in July, so they've already ordered. So you have hundreds of orders that we already have them, but they're adding to them every day. And then we have to be ready for that at the same time that our website is busier, Amazon's busier, the walk-ins, the orders, some of the most ones that's why I always put out deals, and everybody in Grand Blanc knows that. It's like pre-order and you get a percentage off. Like, help us out. Thank you very much. We love you.
Let us know what you're going to get.
So we can plan. But you're not going to turn down orders, obviously. So we have businesses that will wait until, a couple weeks before Christmas, and then they'll say...
Or a couple days sometimes, maybe.
Yeah, and like with the ship outs, and they'll say, I want to ship a 6-pack of classic buttercream rolls to all of my big customers across the United States, and I want you to enclose this note with it, and one of our flyers, we'll send them to you. And so you have all those rolling in at the end, which we appreciate the business, but that's why I send all those those posts out, like,
right,
please order.
Yeah. No, so I mean, besides the busy storefront, behind the scenes is also busy in the holiday season. So
yeah, it's the busiest shipping season because cinnamon rolls are an American tradition for Christmas morning and for Christmas get-togethers, and that goes back, before my mom.
Right.
It's a tradition. So, and I will cry if one of their packages get lost or damaged and it doesn't make it there. I will make a personal phone call because to me it's like I don't want to hurt their Christmas.
You want everyone to have a perfect.
I take it seriously. But
Yeah, attention to detail. That's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, so I just have one last question. And you have any other remarks before we close off here for this last question, or?
Not really. Just yeah. I'm looking over. I can't think of anything else. I think you let me brag about my business enough.
Yeah, for a half hour or so. No, well, that's
I
fine.
love it.
Yeah, and we didn't even know if we're gonna make it 15 minutes, but once you get talking about something you love, it just time flies. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess to end off with, so do you have any advice for the up and coming generation of entrepreneurs and business owners? And
I do. The best advice I could say is choose one thing that you do well and don't diversify so much that you're not good at anything. So that's why we decided we're going to do gourmet cinnamon rolls. We're going to have the best cinnamon rolls that you can get, the best quality ingredients. We will never change the inside of the cinnamon roll,
Right.
but people want choices. So no matter what you're going to do, choose one thing, focus, and be the best
got it.
at what you do.
Well, you heard it here today, folks. So focus on one thing if you're an upcoming entrepreneur. So, well, thanks again, Cinnamom, for being part of the Stay Fresh podcast. And thanks, everyone, for listening. Make sure you go visit Cinnamom today, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.